Everyone was a partial participant, at least, except for Brad, yes.
Who did not participate?
Well, 𝗙𝗢𝗟 obviously was not a full participant. 𝗪𝗏𝗭 was not a full participant.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I meant anybody other than the guys on the
Okay.
injury
Well,
report.
I want to make sure I'm
Yeah.
clear.
Thank you, that's nice. We've been asking you a lot about Denny lately. Looking at the numbers, I don't know if that's the best way to judge him this year because he's being asked to do a lot of different things. How would you evaluate his kind of big picture growth since you've had him?
Well, I think there's still room, obviously a lot of room for growth. He's playing a different role, and he's aware of it. I know it's something he's going to have to navigate through and something we can help him with. I think it's tough for him to go from a bench role where he's a facilitator and a playmaker, and he's not going to have the same volume of touches or opportunity in that first group. I think he's still going to be a key contributor, within that first group, especially on the defense end. His positional size, and I think at times he lets the offense frustrate him. That gets him a little bit distracted on the defensive end, but we need a guy like him to be able to fit that role. We've seen him do it at a high level, so I think it's just something he's going to have to navigate through. And, I think struggling to make shots, that's part of the game. You got to continue to work on your craft, but all good players go through it. KP's going through a little bit of offensive slump. Kuz has not shot the ball particularly well the last couple games, so it happens, but we want to instill confidence in him, and he's a big part of what we want to do going forward. So we'll have to lean into that and continue to breathe life and confidence into him.
Did Rui or 𝗙𝗢𝗟 do more today?
𝗙𝗢𝗟 for sure did more. Rui was about the same as far as we didn't do any live contact. 𝗙𝗢𝗟 I think is ramping up. He's able to do one-on-one versus a coach. Well, we hope to transition that in the next week or so to 2v2 and 3-on-3 before kind of integrating him into a 5-on-5 practice.
Did Kyle participate fully?
Yes.
You're talking to Denny on the side over there. Is that just basketball? Is it more life? Is it
a little bit of both?
Process?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think we've had several conversations over the last week and a half, and it's tough for a young guy who's struggling a little bit, and he understands it, he gets it, and I just want him to understand that we still trust him and believe in him, and we want him to succeed. Well, how can we help him, and put him in a position to have more success?
We know what it's like talking to Denny. What is it like for you to talk life with Denny?
It's a joy.
When you're talking
no,
life, what do you
he's
talk about?
Everything. We were talking about soccer, the World Cup stuff. We had a competitive shooting drill, and he and Corey were going at it. Both of them shot the ball exceptionally well. So, anytime you can get a competitive segment like that where guys kind of get juiced up and they get into it, I think it does kind of relieve some tension and some of the worries. So I think he'll be all right. But I think it's just going to take some time.
Beyond him just simply making the shots, how do you tell him to kind of handle the defense that the Lakers are playing against him when they're kind of leaving him open?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's by design, so you got to figure that out. You're open, the ball finds you in rhythm, you got to shoot it. Now, if the shots aren't falling, we got to find a way to do something else. Create secondary action, attack the paint, take up that space and get downhill, make them guard you. So I think just that balance for him right now.
With Bernard out, do you feel like there's a big change tactically to be made on offense, or are you just kind of relying on people to step up?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, I don't think it's, you don't completely shift because I don't believe he'll be gone for too long. But there's things we can do, different lineups and pairings that we're going to have to use. Right now we have, 10 bodies, so we're a little light on numbers, so we're going to have to get creative.
And what has KP shown you this year in terms of being able to carry a team like he will for the next couple of years?
Well, I think it's unfair to say one guy has to do that. Obviously, we need him to play well. We need Kuz to play well. We need someone else to kind of step up collectively. Someone's going to have to help fill that void. But I anticipate him getting offensive rhythm, finding his shot, getting back to what we've been accustomed to.
For Brad, is it he's going to be completely shut down for the next week, nothing on the court, and just getting treatment more or less? Or?
Well, yeah, he'll get treatment. He'll be able to do some, I think, agility stuff, but I think it'll be minimal. Right now, just low-grade strain. We'll try to reevaluate him in a week to see where he is.
Is it considered grade 1?
I would assume that's a low grade, yeah.
Will Johnny be available for you guys?
Well, with his COVID diagnosis, so we'll have to wait, for him to get out of protocol before we make any determination.
Obviously, we're missing some important guys, you know. And we've been missing Delon, Rui for a little bit now already, and now Brad's out. Anybody else is out? I don't know. I think but you know that's a big part of our team. But we're gonna have to figure out a way how we can win some games. You know, we're gonna have to. So tomorrow is our first opportunity. We have to look at it as an opportunity and go on their court and steal one.
Steve Clifford recently said that there's only a few true big men, true centers that play like you in the league. He said 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗧𝗏 is one of them. Do you see similarities in your game with him?
Yeah, definitely. You know, his ability to stretch the floor, shoot from outside, pick and roll, pick and pop, mix both, post up. I mean, this guy can offensively pretty much do everything. You know, so honestly that's an uncomfortable big to play against. You know, when he can do everything, and you have to figure out ways and coverages and speak on the go. If he's rolling, then I stay. If he's popping, then I have to let the guard know to go with him. So definitely creates some problems, but it's always fun to play against him, and I look forward to that matchup.
KP, these guys have been, obviously the team as a whole, you, Brad, and Kuz have been kind of a big part, and they're relying on the three of you guys a lot. Just when you came here, was that the type of opportunity you were looking for? Are you happy to be kind of in that role? I think it's the second most minutes you're playing in your career.
Yeah, no, of course. I want the most minutes I can get. You know, even if I'm dead tired there, I still want to be out there and always feel like I can give something to the team. And of course, yeah, I try to be as effective as I can for this team and help Brad, help Kuz, help all the guys with you know, playing on the court, but also, you know, in day to day, and talk about basketball and try to figure out ways how we can be better. So I enjoy the role that I have, and yeah, now it's, you know, it's as you said, it's the whole team, but it's on us three to bring our level up and win these, you know, win these close games and win all kinds of games, but especially the close ones.
Knowing how big a part of especially the offense you are, and then hearing somebody like Brad's going to be gone for a week again, what goes through your mind? Is it, oh man, I got to really get my rest in, or I got to make sure I have enough energy to notch up a little bit?
No, nothing changes for me. It's not that I'm going to rest more now because Brad is out. I'm always resting the maximum I can, and yeah, I try to be as fresh as possible. But of course, there's going to be, you know, more on our plate, you know, to cover, you know. So we got to take it. We got to look at it as an opportunity. Everybody that's going to get, you know, more minutes, more opportunities, we have to look at it as that, and yeah, try to be the best team we can be without Brad.
Would your offensive role change in any way with Brad out, or are you just doing more?
Yeah, not really. No, maybe I post up a bit more, you know, just to sometimes, because then there's more. Obviously, I'm more of a focal point for the other team, so it's harder for me to get those kind of just within the flow stuff, you know. So that's then I post up a bit more. When Brad's out there, I try to open the floor up for him as much as possible so he can go. But yeah, maybe a bit more posting up, but other than that, I really just play my game.
What do you think of Daniel Gafford's alley-oop dunk the other night?
I mean, this guy is like a freak of nature. Like, that is one of the most incredible things I've seen. Like, the way he leaned back. I was watching film today, and the way he runs too. Like, his legs are so strong. I don't know if, like, I don't think I've seen anything like that, you know. Yeah, this guy's insane, and he has to keep using his athleticism in all these, like, lobs, rebounds, blocking, all of that. So it's pretty cool to watch him almost every night do some crazy dunks or some crazy blocks or some crazy stuff out there. So I enjoy playing with him.